Alright, I think I'm gonna get started here. So yeah, pretty much just gonna be doing some work around. I want to add in a new room over here into this vacant door. So the room I'm going to be adding in here is the purple room. And basically, I already have a room called the pink room. In fact, we can actually go to that just for reference real quick. But I'm going to be making it just very similar to the pink room. Sort of a gag, sort of just not wanting to have to spend too much time thinking up of a whole original idea. But it's basically just going to be the pink room but purple. So as you can see, I am now also using the Axiom mod to help out with building. But I have this book here that is used for me and the person who's helping me with all of the effects that are going on with the factory. Fogarty Fox made this for us to use so we can get around a little bit more quickly. Alright, so this is the pink room. It's basically just a sphere with some trees, bushes, and pink sheep, and some pink candy water. It's a pretty small room, so this is essentially what I'm going to be going for with the purple room. I'm going to change it up a little bit. If I can, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Trees will be different. Bushes will be different. I might do something different for the water as well. So anyway, we'll just take the long way back. Actually, I have to go this way. Another change is we were able to add in a little bit better signs for the rooms here. So it's more accurate to the movie. Before, obviously I just had a little sign that would glow in the middle. But in the movie they're actually on the top up here and they light up to the color essentially that the glass of the door is. So every room has its own illuminated sign now. It looks a lot better. The really big work that's been happening the last few weeks with the new effects, and then also we've been busy building. We've added a few new rooms. I would love to show them off on stream, but we agreed that it would be smarter to save that for the world download, so it's actually more of a like a shock value kind of thing of what has been added. So the two new rooms I'm not going to show. And I actually posted a small, really short video on my channel a week or two ago of the main gates opening and closing. I'll actually show that real quick because I already shown that once. But the other stuff that's been added, we're going to keep as a little secret for now, just so it's cooler whenever the download is out. But you can see here, once you approach the gate from either side, it slowly opens up just like the movie. And then once you step through the other side and get far enough away, it closes. And all of these effects are actually done, it's vanilla. There's no mods or anything involved. It's just command blocks and data packs that will be built into the map. So it's really nice because what I'm trying to avoid is having people to download a lot of mods. There are a few. There is one for sure that people will have to download. Potentially in the future I might add another one or two. So it'll be nice. You just download the map and all these effects that are being added will just work. You don't have to download mods or configure anything. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, now we're just gonna go back to where we were. And we're gonna start working on the purple room. So it's gonna be in this door over here. I'll probably change out the glass to the purple color so it matches eventually. But yeah, it's just gonna go in here, so. You can see this is the space I have to work with here. I was originally going to maybe put it in this corner over here, but this is a very small area. So this corner is going to have to be 2 small rooms, and I want the purple one to be larger than this. Yeah, I'm thinking of building a delivery vans, Matthew. That's just something I haven't really gotten to yet. I'd probably just kind of park them off to the side. I wouldn't keep them like in front of the loading dock, because I think that would obstruct the view too much. But I do plan to add in like maybe 1 or 2 of them kind of tucked away in a corner somewhere. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna use concrete to make this out of. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna use the blue terracotta or the purple concrete. Because what I want to think about are the trees I'm gonna put in there. I already determined that I was going to probably use, I think it was the strip crimson stem, and then the crying obsidian as the leaves. So I don't want, this is just obviously temporary, I don't want the actual color of the walls to blend in too much with that. So I'm kind of just trying to pick the color palette out right now. And I also like the effect of the little particles, so it's another reason I'm using that for the leaves. Actually, it'll be easier if I just build a fake wall back here real quick. Yeah, I think we'll have to use the purple concrete because this is just a little bit too dull. There are actually a few other rooms that are named similarly. So there's the pink room, which is already built, making the purple room right now. There's also the brown room and the yellow room. I don't think there are any others that are just named after a color. So eventually I'm also going to add the yellow room in. It's just going to be like this. It's going to be basically the same as these 2 rooms, just yellow. I'm not going to do the brown room because I already have several rooms that are, their whole theme is chocolate. So I don't really need another one of those. If everything is just different shades of brown, so. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start out with a sphere that is 40 blocks in diameter. I think it's been a while since I've built one of these rooms that is just a sphere. Been doing a lot of work with these different kind of shape rooms recently. So I'm trying to remember the color that, or the size I normally use. But I think it's either a 20 or 25 radius, so a 40/50 diameter sphere. So we'll start with that for now. So. Because I can't go too big or else I'm gonna hit the bottom of this, so don't want that. Hey Muscle Boy, how you doing? I agree, it's a pretty dope franchise. I'm also still using World Edit in conjunction with the Axiom mod that I added. There's some things with World Edit I'm more comfortable with doing. The Axiom is like great for huge stuff, but when it comes to like smaller things, I still like using World Edit. Did I was like, duh, I need to put the number in. Why isn't that working? Okay. Oh, another nice thing is that when I stream now, I can actually just turn the brightness up. So I don't have to worry about placing, you know, sea lanterns or stuff everywhere to see what I'm doing. Okay. I need to see how close I am to this down here. Probably got like about 10 blocks. I can make this a little bit larger, I think. We'll try, we'll add 5 more. Whoops. I think I'm alright with this. Still got room down here. Yeah, I really couldn't make this much larger, probably only a few blocks bigger if I wanted to. Okay, so this is gonna be the structure. If anyone watching either now live or as a replay later have watched any of my other streams where I'm just building stuff, then you'll know that spheres are the main structure that you want to use for this build. You know, actually, I want to move this in 1 block. Because I'm gonna fill this in. So this is a flatter face that fits this door in it a little bit better. Yeah, the axis for World Edit. That's like the wand, they call it. So you can make your selections. Sorry about that. But there are times like this right now where I also just like doing it old school by placing stuff by hand. If it's not like a tremendous amount of blocks I have to place. Because Axiom is great. It was recommended to me. And and it's really helped out with the most recent room I made. The problem is because like this is the interface for Axiom, as I'm sure some or a lot of you know who are watching, and it's great, but after a while of using it, it doesn't really feel like you're playing Minecraft anymore. It just feels like you're in like a 3D modeling software. So it can kind of like take the fun away of Minecraft a little bit. So I like using it sparingly, just for stuff that is like absolutely too much for me to do by hand, or something that World Edit can't even handle. I can't really show it, but the most recent room I was working on is called the Land of Chocolate. And I don't want to go in there because in my opinion it's one of the best rooms in the whole factory, so I really want to save it for the download. But it's by far the largest room in the entire build, and if I didn't have Axiom, I would still be like 20% done with building it. So it really sped things up. So instead of it taking me probably like, if I was doing this by hand, it would have taken me probably close to a month. I was able to do it in like 4 or 5 days. Something like that. So it's extremely useful for very large scale things. But okay. So this is, like I said, going to just essentially be a copy of the pink room, but purple. But I do want to change it up a little bit. So the thing I'm going to do is, instead of like in the pink room where I just have a one level platform basically going around the whole room, I think I'm going to lower it so you're like slightly walking downhill along the way until you eventually get to the pool at the bottom. Just to make it a little bit more interesting, so it's at least a little bit unique. A large part that I've learned over the past almost a year I've been working on this factory, more so the, let's say, last 6 months of me adding in these additional rooms, is that the Wonka IP is like the perfect way to just kind of make stuff that doesn't really make literal sense. Or maybe I should say it makes too much literal sense. So like, it's called the purple room, and it's literally just a room that is purple, and everything it contains is purple. So like, I'll fix this and I'll fix that later. It's very literal. So a lot of the rooms I've built are just literally what the name of the room is. Like the biggest one I can think of is like eggy smells and beetle juicing. Like beetle juicing is literally just a beetle being juiced. The pink room is just a room that is pink. The eggy smells room is like a giant nose sniffing the air, like the eggs, and it's like full of eggs. So like, I just think it's great to do stuff like that. You know, it would be much easier if I made this outline with something that's not purple. I'm not trying to like make this too like steep of a path, so I want these platforms to still be big enough that I can like comfortably put the trees on it. So yeah, I'm okay with that. However, this one's gonna start here. There are countless other examples around the factory, and I don't even remember all of them necessarily. But I like making this literal stuff. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm keeping this consistent. And unfortunately, the other room that was being worked on in the time between streams, I can't really mention what it is because it would spoil it. Surprise. These ones are a little different. I'll just do this. I think the last time I streamed, I was working on the chocolate bar production line that you see in the opening credits of the movie, and that's actually finished, or it's like 95% finished. So I can show that in a little bit. Okay, let me think about this here. I need to determine if this is enough height for me to put trees in. I think it is. I'm going to continue basically just going down here. That's probably like 6 blocks. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. Probably don't want to go down too much more just because the room's really starting to come on in because of the slope of the sphere. So I think this will be the last one. To right there. I'm going to fill these gaps in, and then I'm going to go and replace the wool with purple concrete. first I'm going to extend the platform out to the width I want. I apologize for the background noise if you can hear it. My cat is currently having a field day with a cardboard box behind me. Yeah, I'll probably do something like this. Actually, let me shave it off a little bit. There. I think that's good. Hey man, how's it going? Starting a new room. Purple room. I'm just going to accept the fact that I don't care if this is perfect all the way down. It won't really be noticeable. Oh, really? I mean, if that's like seems like a pretty complex thing, so if it didn't really work out, then I'm sure we could come up with like an alternative plan, you know? The back of the factory, the giant door. Yeah, are you talking about like the entrance to the factory? Like before the puppet show starts? Cause yeah, I have that in there. I gotcha. Is the problem with like the pipe itself, or is it with the pipe machine like moving after the fact? it's getting sucked up the pipe. It's the issue. Oh, wow. Yeah, that, I mean, I imagine that would be really complicated. Yeah, it's really too bad that this mod seems to have been abandoned. I'm okay, like, if the swirling around can't be done, then at the very least, as long as you get, like, just sucked up the pipe, I think that would be fine. It wouldn't be, like, 100% accurate, you know, like, probably like we were thinking, but, I mean, that's still a lot better than just having a stagnant pipe. Hey, William, how's it going? I'm doing alright. Just, have nothing to do today, so I figured I'd do a little stream this afternoon. I wonder if that, I wonder if the creator of that mod, like, if he has his email somewhere or something, we could contact him. Because if that could just, like, you know, be ported to the most recent version, that would be awesome. But when did I start streaming in general? Let me see. I think it was like March or April. I think it was, yeah, March, April, something like that. Was when I started for the first time, really. And then I took a bit of a break. And I don't stream a whole lot. So I just kind of do it whenever I feel like it, you know. I need to... I need to make some of these wider later. Graphics artist, cool. Yeah, sure, no worries. It would be cool if we could get that mod updated, though. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not really interested right now. Obviously, I'm playing the game right now. Yeah, see you, brother. Have a good one. Couldn't tell if you were a bot or not, or AI. Okay, yeah, this needs to get a little bit larger. we're gonna do this. My cat has decided that she wants some attention. Oh, she walked away. She's not much of a gamer. She doesn't like to sit on my lap when I'm playing a game. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't expect this to happen, because the room gradually slopes inward. I think that's okay though. The platform can just kind of get a little bit skinnier as it goes down. That might actually kind of be a cool little effect. Although I mean that's about as skinny as I want it to be. And we'll just cap that off. Alright, now I'm gonna go through and replace all this blue wool. This is another one of my favorite things with Axiom, is doing this. It's a lot faster than having to like break the block and replace it. Yeah, this blue wool is kind of making me think maybe eventually I can kind of use some other blocks and put a little bit of a pattern on the floor here, so it's not just solid purple. The walls will be, but the walkway I might be able to do something a little bit fancier. Oh, I never did this. Okay, this is definitely going to make things a little complicated when it comes to decoration. This room might have to be more heavily focused on like pipes and water instead of nature. So like the pink room has like a bunch of trees everywhere, and I can probably put some in, but I'm not really gonna be able to. Ah, damn it! I'm not really gonna be able to fit any in down here. Okay, first of all, no, there's really. Can use some. Oops. Yeah, well, I'm gonna use Crimson Fence for this. I know this looks like really bad right now, but whenever the actual lighting gets put in, and it's not just every single block is the exact same light level like it is right now, it will look better. It will also just look better when there are more colors than just the exact same solid shade of purple. It's even messing with my eyes a little bit, mainly because of the lighting. I'm gonna have to extend these out a little bit. In fact, it's really messing with my eyes right now. Yeah, sure. That's even worse. I shouldn't have changed the light level because now like it would mess my eyes all up. Okay. I'll just do that. That's not necessary. Sure. I think we're gonna have to do one more here. I need enough room in this walkway that you can at least breathe a little bit, you know? I think that's like my biggest not problem. That's like my biggest pet peeve, I guess, in Minecraft, is when stuff is just too small. Everything's a little bit too compact. Like, and this, honestly, I should probably extend this one out one more, but I don't feel like it right now. I might do that later. But I hate, like, when hallways are, like, when your head's hitting the ceiling, or if, like, it's just, like, 2 blocks wide, something like that. I'm honestly not sure how this is going to turn out. The more I look at it, the more I kind of don't like it, but I'm going to keep working with it, see if I can make it look better. I can extend this out this way a little bit. If worst comes to absolute worst, I will go copy and paste the pink room over here and just replace the blocks, the pink blocks, with purple. Although I'm trying to avoid doing that. Yeah, we'll just end it there. It's fine. The reason I need to connect all this fence is because I'm probably going to put purple sheep in here, and I don't want them getting anywhere that isn't this walkway. So now we can actually go back to there real quick. So this room is incredibly simple, but I really do like it. Yeah, I just can't really, I'm not really able to think of what doors you're referring to. The 3 big doors in the back. But yeah, I really do like this room, even though it's very simple. Okay, so I'm probably gonna do, like, I definitely want to have pipes again. I think what I'll probably do is just have a lot more, probably water flowing from the ceiling down into like a pond like that. Where am I? First things first. Let me add the water in, I think. Probably add it up to here. Let me see, I'm probably gonna end up using magenta, because I don't want this to be the same color. Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright with that. I'm gonna just fill this up real quick. Normally I use the condensed, the condensed colored water, because there's no transparency. But I actually, I like being able to see through it in this instance. Okay, at least probably 2 more levels here. So, similarly, I might have some water pour in, like a waterfall, but okay. I'm kind of like mentally planning it out right now. I definitely want to have pipes going up, because that's like my favorite thing. Let's see. You come in on this side. Maybe what I'll do is I might have a waterfall right here that goes down through the levels and then lands. So let me just whip something together real quick. This is just temporary. Shouldn't have got rid of that. See if I like this. Oh wait, hold on. I need to cut the hole out first. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Now it's gonna flow down there. Alright. Good, good. Now I think what I'll probably do is have it land, and then I'll go down here. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's got to be there. That might be fine. I think that'll be alright. I'll keep that. Excellent. Alright, I'm okay with that. Gonna add in this just to make it look a little less weird. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay. It's one element. Now I think I want to have like some just flowing from the top of the ceiling straight down. Mark them out here. Yeah, I think that's fine. I did that in the wrong spot then. I guess I did. Okay. Now I think I'm probably going to add in 5 pipes in a plus design, so I want it to look very busy. I'll remove those later. I don't like the pipes going all the way to the bottom. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna add the little connection joints in, and then I can probably just copy and paste it for the other areas so it's not as boring to watch. 10. What are the goals? Don't really have any, to be honest. I was thinking some more about the colored water mod, and I think we should just do what we can now with 1.20.1 so we can move on to other stuff, and then if we feel like it later, we can go back and maybe try to like update the mod or replace it with something else so we can add in the swirling effect. That would probably just be the best use of our time. How am I doing? Okay. I lied, I'm just going to build these by hand. Copy and pasting whenever the elevation changes is just kind of annoying. For actually getting sucked up into the pipe, were you going to use commands, or are you just going to use those, I forget what they are, but just basically like the air bubble things? Although that would probably be visible inside the pipe, that might look a little weird. Gotcha. What is it? Is it the magma cubes or whatever that push you upward? I know there's like some block like that you can place underwater. I don't really play survival, so I don't know. Ooh, that's... Oh, that looks fine. Yeah. That's what I thought they were. Yeah, I figured so. I was just curious. Okay, what is this? This is 2 blocks over. That was 2 blocks, alright. 1, 2. Yeah. I do not like that. Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of not fun math. I hate math. So, like, I mean, I'll leave it honestly. Like I said, I'll leave it up to you. Like, if you want to put the effort in to get it working, then that's cool by me, obviously. But if you don't want to, like, I'm totally cool if we don't have the swirling effect and it just sucks you up the pipe. What block? This is the Axiom mod. Allows you to do a bunch of cool building stuff. Also, I apologize if you hear my extremely annoying neighbor outside. He's currently like singing in his yard and won't shut up. I can't stand him. Oh shit. Yeah, I can't. He is like the loudest person I've ever met. That was not right, is it? No. But that is. Wow, that is. That would drive me crazy. I can't stand when people are like noisy or like of any kind really past like. I sound like such an old man, but if it's like past like 9 o'clock, I just want people to be quiet. It's not like I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I just like don't want to hear other people once it gets past that point. And during the wintertime, when it gets dark out much earlier, it's like even earlier for me. Like, it just drives me crazy. Yeah, that must be. I actually, I know that's like super nice because I used to live pretty much like out in the countryside, like when I lived with my family, but I live in an apartment now, like in the city. Well, it's not like in the actual city. It's in the city limits, but it's a neighborhood. But there's still, like the streets full of houses and apartment buildings of old houses that were turned into them. So like there's always people around. And it's actually surprisingly, like, most of the time it's very quiet. It's just this damn neighbor. It just doesn't shut up sometimes. But sometimes I definitely miss living out in the rural areas. There's a piece that can't be replicated in a suburban area. But yeah, this room is... I have, like, different like, when I'm making these additional rooms, I mentally, like, assign them different tiers. There's, like, the high effort ones, the medium effort ones, and the low effort ones. Well, more so just low effort and high effort. And this is one of the... It's not, like, the lowest end of the low effort, but... This is more so just a filler room to fill in some space. It's nothing crazy, and it's like... I'm probably only going to spend like today and maybe tomorrow on it, and then be done with it. Because it's situated in the area in the corridor that's like such a weird spot that I don't have room to do anything crazy. Well, I kind of told myself when I was making the pink room that canonically the pink water in there is like melted, like, you know, pink sugar. So I guess this is kind of like a room where it's kind of like manufactured off-site, like not in this room. It's dumped into here and held, and then these pipes suck it up and take the melted sugar to other areas to make candy or something. That's about all I got. Basically, I'm trying to, so this room is right here in the corridor. That's where I'm putting it. And then these two rooms over here, because it's such a small area, I'm just gonna try to figure something out to put some two small rooms in here, and then I just want to be done with this corridor because I want to move on to a different area. Yeah, hey Dog Toy, how's it going? Yeah, I agree the description be a good idea. I think can probably like, cause I don't want it to be like too in your face. So somehow incorporating it into like this little door to every room itself is probably how I'd want to do it. I have been thinking about it though. I want it to be like a very seamless thing. It's, you know, I'm trying to think. In the Johnny Depp movie, they only talk to him. But I mean, yeah, they probably talk. I don't remember in the book. I don't remember in the book if they talk or not. That's another thing I've been thinking about. It would be cool to have Oompa Loompas kind of present in every room, and then maybe they could kind of be, you know, like essentially just NPCs that give you the information about it. I've seen it in some other factory builds. Yeah, that would be cool. Like, that would be perfect. That would, like, serve a perfect role for the Oompa Loompas to play. Is this gonna mess everything up? Okay, no. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And even if this map never ends up becoming like a full-on adventure map, because I mean, I think the idea that we have, you know, basically it's going to be like a light adventure map, nothing like super crazy. That would work even if this wasn't an adventure map, just having them around, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna put some little, do some little fountains. Yeah, exactly, pretty much. A non-story adventure map. Just, you'd kind of do what you want to do and just see what each new area is. I should make, you know what? You know what, they're fine. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Let me get... Actually, I have the most room up here, so I should make these trees bigger. That's cool. That'll be definitely something that we can think about doing in the future then. That's cool. You know, this pathway is really bothering me. I just want to add some texture to it. Okay, I'm gonna need no updates, so it doesn't fall. This will make a little bit more sense actually, because I'm gonna put the sheep in here, and it, you know, they mess the floor up or whatever. You know, that's alright. And again, like I say in all my streams, for anybody watching, you know, these streams aren't really like, I mean, that entertaining. It's more so just so I can record what I'm doing as I work on this build, so. Keep your expectations tempered. I am excited to eventually make the updated version of the first video I made, like the cinematic video going around the factory. I have a lot of ideas for it, of new shots and new music and stuff that I want to add in. And the nice thing is, like, some of the Wonka welcome song was copyrighted as soon as I uploaded that video, but as long as you don't monetize it, the Warner Brothers or their company that has the rights to that song just don't care. Which, that scared me originally a little bit at first. I thought they were gonna just like take the video down, but basically it just said copyrighted, but the owner allows you to use it. Blah 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 blah. So that makes me think that if I put in snippets of other music and audio from the movie, that they shouldn't really be upset about it as long as they don't monetize it, which I can't do that even if I wanted to, because of the channel statistics and whatnot. I need to get the factory essentially, the whole build basically has to be done though before I can make that. So it's gonna be a good while away still. This is really not fun doing this. I'm just gonna do all one color at once, speed this up a little bit. Wow. Does not feel like I've already been streaming for an hour and a half. You know what, no, let me keep that on. Alright. Alright, that makes me a little bit happier how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna just gonna keep trying to fit in some more of these trees. Wonka lit bars. Hey, I mean, anything's possible with you know, him, you know. I guess I can actually go show the chocolate production area real quick. I said I was going to, and that's the last thing that was worked on in the stream last time, so we'll go over there. So the room is so big it actually has 3 different doors that take you to different areas of it. So I picked the name Wonky Wonka Bars from the list, the official list. So you go inside here and let me turn this down. This is how the room is supposed to look. So there's different viewing platforms that you can see basically every stage from the opening credits of the movie. But we'll just fly around for now. So over here, these are the very beginning. These are the little devices that fill the bars up with the melted chocolate. Then the conveyor belt moves down to underneath the cooling fans. I like how these look. Then over to this big press thing that stamps them with the little square pieces, and the I haven't done this yet, but the brown concrete will be replaced with brown shulker boxes once it gets to this point, so it looks like it was actually stamped by this device. And then there should be more chocolate bars here. The thing will come over here, it takes it up and over onto the little parachutes that go down and around. The main thing the only thing that hasn't been built and I'm not sure if I'm going to, is the part that they drop onto the little conveyor belt and then it takes it off to the device that wraps them up in wrappers. And that's just because I'm going to have to figure out a way that you're actually going to be able to see that because whenever the map goes out, you're not going to be able to just fly around. So you have to walk or run to everywhere, and I need to figure out a way that I can somehow put a door or a walkway or something that it's going to be off in this direction. There's just a wall there now. In fact, I might actually have... I think this is hollow. Yeah, so it's basically going to be over in this area, and I need to figure out a way of just how to get people down here that doesn't look stupid. But everything else has been built, and the only thing that still needs done for the stuff that's built is the lighting. So you can see, like, it's supposed to be dark, basically. Like in the movie, the conveyor belts don't really have any illumination. Those devices have it, the fans have it, this thing has it. But I still need to add some lighting to all this stuff over here, just so you can see a little bit better. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. To have a factory that actually has this room inside of it, not like in a totally different area or in a different save somewhere. Because this isn't the first time this has been built in Minecraft, but to my knowledge, it's the only time that it's actually been incorporated into the factory itself within the same build, so I'm really happy with how that ultimately turned out. Still needs a little bit of work done to it, though. But yeah, it's the Wonky Wonka bars. Turn this back up. But you can see here, like, once the room gets the lighting that the rest of the factory has, the gloomy lighting, it looks a lot better in here than it does everything lit up, you know? So this will look alright in the end. Something that I liked about the pink room, the tree canopies are almost a continuous thing that covers the walkway. So I'm trying to replicate that in a few areas of this walkway as well. I just really like how that looks. I do want to have some areas where you still see the logs like that, so... I hate making trees. I'm gonna have to make so many of them too. I think probably... I don't know if I can say it's my least favorite thing that I've built on this, like, not least favorite in the end result, but like my least enjoyable time building something on this map was probably the squirrel barracks room. And that's because that room is basically just a giant tree that the squirrels live in. So I had to make a giant custom tree, and I just had an absolutely miserable time building it. I hate making trees in this game. And it's not like these where I can just kind of throw it together mindlessly for like a minute each tree. That was like a huge tree, so it took me like hours. Not fun. Not fun at all. Sorry, I don't really have much to talk about as I'm doing this here. It's kind of just the same thing over and over, just building trees, so... Let's do some taller ones. Probably not gonna go for too much longer today, just because, I mean, this is a pretty boring part. Yeah, I was thinking of copy and pasting. You haven't seen it yet, I don't think. Yeah, you haven't, because yesterday in the fudge or the Land of Chocolate room, I added in a bunch of chocolate trees, and I just made like 4 or 5 designs and copied them all over the place. I'll probably end up doing that. I still need a I still have to get better with the copy and paste tool and, or not copy, like the select tool in Axiom. They're not very, I don't want to say they're bad, but so far I don't like them. And the world edit tool wouldn't really be good to do this, because it takes up too much dead space. Yeah, are you talking about this? Yeah, I use that, I guess I can't really, I don't want to go into too much detail because I want it to be a surprise, but for the Land of Chocolate room, I use the editor a lot, we'll just say. For those who are watching either live or after the fact, the person I'm talking to he like works on the map with me. He helps out a lot with all the special effects and commands and all that. So he's in the chat right now, so that's who I'm talking to directly here. The inverted camera, no, it doesn't bother me too much because I used to play a lot of like city builder games, like City Skylines 1 specifically, and it had very, very similar camera controls, so I'm used to it. Oh, really? Honestly, it doesn't even bother me. I'd probably just keep it. I don't want to, like, in most games I don't use inverted controls, but when the camera is moving like that, I usually do use inverted, so. 3D games, like 3D action adventure games, that I can't stand if the camera is inverted. Like, for some reason in the Arkham games, the glide controls by default are inverted. I just don't get it. I don't know how people can even play it like that. Oh yeah, the controller is the only way to play those games. I think it's one of the worst games to play mouse and keyboard. Every once in a while I like to go watch people who've never played the games before play it on YouTube, just because I'm a huge fan of the games, and I see a few people using a mouse and keyboard. I'm just like, ooh. I mean, I guess if you play anything long enough in any way, you can get used to it, but I mean, I just imagine doing the combo takedowns. Like, those are tailor-made to, like, 2 controller buttons, like any of the face buttons in a certain combination. I don't know how you even do that on a keyboard. I guess it's just bound to a key. Maybe, like, the numbers or something, or, yeah, I think it's, like, bound to the numbers. Still, though. I don't know how you can do it just that seamlessly with a keyboard. And gliding with a mouse is just annoying because the camera doesn't like behave the same as it does whenever you're using a controller whenever you're gliding. So you end up, whenever you do like a dive bomb glide, Batman will just go like off the screen. You don't see him. The magic wand. The magic select, you mean? Yeah, I gotta play around with it. I need to like actually look up again. I don't remember how to use like any of the select tools. I'm gonna do that when I'm done streaming though. I'm probably not gonna stay on for too much longer just because I don't think I'm gonna do really anything other than making trees today. It's actually, these trees aren't too bad. Like, I'm kind of having an alright time building them like this, but in a little bit I'm gonna switch. But for right now, it's fine. Gotta right click. Oh, I see. So, okay. Well, that selected everything. Let me clear. So if I wanted to select this. Oh, okay. That's not bad. And I can rotate it and stuff. Cool. I obviously didn't. Yeah, I didn't hit enter, but yeah, that's not too bad. I'll probably do that when I get to down here because these trees aren't going to be able to be as tall, and I can just make like 3 different designs and then copy and paste them all down here. But I'll make these ones on the like outside, I guess you could say. I'll make these ones all unique. Yes. Okay, that was weird. For some reason, my right click was disabled because I didn't exit out of that inside of the editor. I have my mouse buttons reversed when I play Minecraft, so for me, left click is place block and right click is delete, and it was not working. Yeah, it's because I'm usually building stuff, so if I need to do a lot of clicking to place blocks, after a while my hand, my like tendon in my hand doesn't get sore, but it feels weird after a while, so I need to, so whenever I use my middle finger, like if I use it too much, that happens, so I don't delete blocks nearly as much as I place them, so I need to make sure that that's my right click is for that. Yeah. Yeah, that's been useful. I actually think it's kind of, I mean, I know that's just how Minecraft has always been for like 99% of the people because that's the default. But I remember when I first got the game just thinking it was weird that the like main place, like I feel like placing an item or using an item would be left click in like every other game ever. So I thought it was weird that Minecraft, it was right click. When I got the game, like, I started playing it on PC like over 10 years ago at this point. I've actually never met another person, and no one that I know of I've ever met or talked to, or even just watched a video of has ever switched around their left click and right click in this game. I'm definitely not the only one in the world, but probably one of the only. Because it feels nostalgic. Was that? I played Minecraft at like a friend's house in the beta days, or in the alpha days, I mean, through the beta days. But like, it was only like once every few weeks or something. Was that what the inventory key originally was? Was it I? If so, that is wild. Damn. That would suck. Yeah, I don't remember that. I didn't play Minecraft, like, as an actual game that I played until the 360. That's when I played it originally. I got it on launch day on the 360, and that's all my friends played Minecraft on for basically, like, 2 years. Something like that, and then we all got better PCs, and then we started playing it on PC. PS3, it didn't... So when it came out on console, I might be wrong, but it didn't launch on Xbox 360 and PS3, right? I think it came on PS3, like, a year or two later, something like that. I was always an Xbox kid. Now I'm more PlayStation, though. I mean, PC is my main thing, but if I have to play on console, I play on PS5. I don't have one of the new Xboxes. Switch is also good. Yeah. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, I had literally my only one of my friends was a PS3 person. I don't know why they were. I mean, it was a fine console, good games, but really, see, like, I don't really play any multiplayer games anymore. But back then, almost all the games I played were multiplayer, and since all my friends already had an Xbox before I had any Xbox or PlayStation 3, I just got a 360 because that's what they all had, so I could play with them. I eventually did get a PS3, I just almost never used it. Yeah, Xbox Live during the 360 days, no matter which version it was just awesome. The party chats were just like childhood defining. The Xbox Live parties. You know, he's a classic YouTuber that I've never watched a single one of his videos in my life. Kind of weird, but I don't know. Just never have. I do know about his map. I've seen pictures of it on the internet over the years. I've just never watched any of his stuff. I don't really, yeah, I don't... There was a time where I watched a lot of Minecraft YouTube, but, I mean, admittedly, I don't really watch any anymore. I like watching, Minecraft Wonka videos and Minecraft Gotham City build videos. That's about it for me these days. Yeah, I mean, that's probably like back when I was like a bit younger. I mean, the channels I watched for Minecraft were originally C Nanners, and then Paul Source Jr., and then Etho. Those were like the big ones for me. Yeah, the way I found him is I actually found a different Gotham City Minecrafter, and he mentioned bats in one of his videos as being like he kind of like the OG, like really good Gotham City. This was recently. This was only like maybe a few months ago. I went back and watched some of his old stuff. My favorite, there's like, I mean, there's numerous people that make Gotham cities. But my favorite Gotham City Minecrafter is Board Minecraft. He's my favorite one. I was just about to say. His city is my favorite. There are others out there that do like super detailed, like ultra detailed buildings, and it looks really good. And it really, I mean, it fits the style of Gotham. But something about Board Minecrafts, I just like it more. It's more, it feels more Minecrafty. If that makes sense. So I like, yeah, once I found his channel, I binge watched his whole videos over like a few nights, like in the evening before bed. And I really like that he uses a lot of stuff from the Arkham games. So it's very like recognizable to me, obviously, because those are like my favorite games ever. So I'm a huge fan of his Gotham City. Yeah, it's very, yeah, Batman the Animated Series with the like Batman the Animated Series is such an interesting aesthetic because it's not pure Art Deco. It's like industrialist Art Deco. And I love industrialist architecture, so it's just like, I love it. That's why, that's why his city is so good in my opinion. If I were to ever make my own Gotham City, which I have no plans to, it would definitely be in the style of his, and not the style of, I don't know if you, they like recently started making videos. The channel's name is like Heir of Azrael, and they make a very detailed and gothic Gotham, which looks incredible. But I would make mine more in the style of Board Minecrafts. Yeah. Yeah, I was originally I thought when I was watching their videos that they were playing on I knew they were on Bedrock, but I thought they were playing on console, but I think they're on Bedrock PC. But yeah, man, my most passionate thing for Minecraft recreations will always be the Wonka factories. But the Gotham City stuff is definitely like second. Yeah. Or the Arab Azriel and then the other person, I can't remember their channel name. Are they on Java or are they also on Bedrock? Yeah. See, the thing about the only thing I like about Bedrock more than Java is that it's better, it's more optimized. Because the Java game is just a mess of old Java that they can't fix. But that's basically the only thing that I like Bedrock more. I'll always be a Java player. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly, like, literally, I would not argue in favor of it for, like, any other reason, to be honest. That's all I got really good to say about it. It'll always be Microsoft's favorite, though, because they have the marketplace on there, so it makes them extra money. I feel like, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but, you know, everyone is fearful of the day that Microsoft just eventually stops updating the Java edition because it doesn't have the marketplace. Yeah. It's just a bad vibe. Bedrock. People that, you know, people that play it on console, you know, nothing wrong there because they don't have Java on console, but I'm always not judgmental, but I'm just kind of always confused why people, when they play on PC, why they would pick Bedrock over Java. I've watched videos on it in the past. I was just still left with more questions than answers. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. 4J, I wish they never would have left. I wish they would have. I wish the console editions would have just been handled by them, and that even if they, like, let's say hypothetically 4J stayed and it was still renamed Bedrock anyway, I wish Bedrock would be on every platform except PC. I guess the main appeal is that because Bedrock's on PC, you could play with your friends who don't have a PC. So, you know, I'm not really in the demographic who uses that feature, so I can't. It's easy for me to say, oh, there's no reason for it to have it, but I'm sure a lot of people do use that feature. It was just kind of a whole mess from the start when they decided to make the 360 edition and it had to be its own thing. That's where the divide happened, where you were never going to be able to have everyone play cohesively. Yeah, hopefully it won't ever stop getting updates. This keeps bothering me. That needs to go away. True. I think I watched a video recently where Hypixel was evaluated at being worth like, was it like close to $2 million, something like that? It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Like, that's the worth of the server. Like, if they were to sell that to someone else, that they'd be asking in the $2 million range for it. Like a new host, basically. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure... Like 2B2T was evaluated, I think, in like the 500 to $1 million range. And Hypixel was in like the 2 million range. I might be completely wrong. No, I don't know about them. Okay. Maybe it was a higher number though, but I'm almost positive the number started with a 2, and I don't think it was 20 million. I think it was 2 million. But still, I mean, $2 million is a lot of money. They could I'm sure they make a ton of money that, you know, can fund the development for that. But yeah, I don't really have much else that I'm planning to do on this stream for those watching live. So I'm pretty much gonna call it here, I think. I always say when I'm done streaming that I hope to stream maybe a little bit more regularly than I do, but I really just do it whenever I feel like it. So it could be tomorrow, it could be like 3 more weeks from now. But yeah, I do post more. I post on Planet Minecraft the updates that are happening more frequently than I stream these days. So I try to post on there like every other week. But yeah, I appreciate anyone sticking by and watching. And I'll see you the next time I stream or the next time I post a video. Take care.